How can you fast safely if you are taking gliclazide as a type 2 diabetic? I'm a doctor specializing in family medicine and I'm going to answer this question for you. So gliclazide is also another very common medication that some type 2 diabetics will be taking. And the way this medication works, essentially, it means that there is always a risk that you can have hypoglycemia. Hypoglycemia means very low blood sugars. So usually people would take this either in the morning, in the evening, throughout the non-fasting period, and they're eating, so they're okay. If the sugars feel low, then they have something to eat. However, if you are fasting, obviously that risk of having hypoglycemia increases significantly. So what can you do to reduce that risk? Now, what I would recommend is your gliclazide, for example, is you take it during the non-fasting period, so you take it at iftar, okay? And when you take it at iftar, obviously you'll be eating, so that risk of hypoglycemia is low. The tricky part comes at actually doing the suhoor period. If you are taking it twice a day and if you take it as suhoor, you're not going to be eating for another 12 hours. For that, I would recommend is discuss with your GP because they'll know your history and you know how likely you are to get hypoglycemia based on previous episodes. But what I would also say is if you are taking gliclazide and fasting, if at any point during the fasting period you start to feel unwell, you feel like your blood sugars are very low, you've checked it, it's low, then you can break your fast without penalty. It's perfectly acceptable to do that, and you can make that fast up at a later point. So now you know how to fast safely while you are taking gliclazide. Please do make sure to check out all my other videos on healthy and fast safing during Ramadan, and make sure to give a follow.